please, Oedipus Rex.
Cool it with a baboon's blood, then the charm is very good.
By the pricking of my thumbs, a wicked prophecy this way comes. Open locks, whoever knocks.
Last red golden, huge tail corn, limbs sprawled over his treasure hoard, eyes not fiery but cold,
As a memory of family deaths.
vanishing
away across the invisible floor.
There were things of gold and gems and jewels and silver vessels, all the color of blood in the undulant dragon red light. The color of his sharp scales darkened and brightened as the dragon inhaled and exhaled slowly, drawing new air across his vast eternal furnace. His mouth opened slightly.
Ah, Brenda, you've come. We've been expecting you. Stand around the side if you don't mind, boy. I get a cough sometimes, and it's terrible, sweetheart friend. Well, speak, boy. Say, hello there, Mr. Dragon. Scared enough to pee in your pants. You didn't, did you? Good. That's valuable stuff you're on there. Why do you bother me? Don't answer. I know what's in your mind. I know everything.
I'm sorry.
Be still. I know you're sorry. For right now, that is. No, no. Be still. You want the work. That's what you've come for. My advice is don't ask. Do as I do. Seek out gold. But not my gold. And guard it.
Why?
Be still. I know everything. The beginning, the present, the end. Everything. You now. You see only the past and the present like other low creatures. No higher faculty than memory, perception. But dragons, my boy, have a whole different kind of mind. We see from the mountaintop, all time, all space. We see in one instant the passionate vision and the blowout. Man, on the other hand, only thinks they think. I could tell you 1,000 tiresome stories of their absurdity. But you're not paying attention.
I am.
Nothing interests you but excitement, violence.
That's not true.
You tell me what's true.
I'm trying to follow. I do my best. You should be reasonable. What do you
It was
expect?
stupid of you to come. Things come and go. That's the gist of it. In a billion years, everything will have come and gone several times in various forms. Even I will be gone. A certain man will absurdly kill me.
A terrible pity, a loss of a remarkable form of life.
Conservationists will howl.
You don't know that.
A swirl in the stream of time.
A temporary gathering of bits, a few random dust specks, an expanding universe.
Pick an apocalypse. Any apocalypse.
A sea of black oil and dead things. No wind, no light, nothing stirring.
Silent universe. Such is the end of the flicker of time. The brief hot fuse of events and ideas set off accidentally.
And snuffed out, accidentally, by dead.
Not a real ending, of course, nor even a beginning.
Mere ripple in time's stream.
That really could happen?
It has happened in the future. I am the witness.
I don't believe you.
It will come.
I think you're lying.
Notice that. You'll never know. It must be very frustrating to be caged like a Chinaman's cricket in a limited mind. But if you want to try to do something else, go ahead. Alter the future. Make the world a better place in which to live. Help the poor. Feed the hungry. Be kind to idiots. What a challenge.
Something will come of all this.
Nothing. A brief pulsation in the black hole of eternity. My advice to you.
Wait and see.
My advice to you, my violent friend, is to seek out gold and sit on it.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire
dark.
One plumply, blooming in the quick, dewy sun.
Mrs. Dybrid, too, is looking into a crystal ball, which she holds in the lap of her dirty, yellow head. Hard against her hard, dark thoughts.
Cross my palm with silver, out of our housekeeping money.
What do you see, lovey?
I see a feather bed with 3 pillows on it, and a text above the bed.
What does it say?
I can't read what it says. There's great clouds are blowing.
Oh.
And now they're blown away.
Oh?
God is love, the text says.
What?
God is
Well,
love.
that's our bed.
Now it's vanished.
Oh.
The sun's spinning like a top. Who's this coming out of the sun?
Who? Who?
It's a hairy little man with big pink lips. He got a wall.
That's Don. It's Don Red.
The feather bed's floating back. The little man's taking off his boots. He's pulling his shirt up over his head. He's beating his chest with his fist. He's climbing into bed.
Go on.
Go on.
Go on.
There's 2 women in bed. He looks at them both, his head cocked to one side. He's whistling through his teeth. Now he grips one of his hairy little arms around one of the women.
Which one? Which one? Which one?
I can't see them all. There's great clouds are blowing.
Oh, the mean old cloud. Double, double, toy in trouble. Fire burn and cauldron bubble.
By the pricking of my thumb,
A wicked prophecy this way come.
open locks.
Whoever knocks.
Beware the Ides of March. Who's within? Good morrow, worthy Caesar. I come to fetch you to the Senate House.
And you are coming very happy time to bear my greeting to the senators and tell them that I will not come today.
Most mighty Caesar, let me know some cause lest I be laughed at when I tell them so.
The cause is in my will. I will not come. That is enough to satisfy the Senate. But for your private satisfaction, because I love you, I will let you know. Calpurnia, my wife, stays me at home.
Caesar, I never stood on ceremony. Yet now they frighten me. There is one within, besides the things that we've heard and seen. Perchance most horrid sight seen by the watch.
She dreamt tonight she saw my statue, which like a fountain with 100 spouts did run
Lions
forth
have
blood.
walked in the
And
streets.
many lusty Romans came smiling and did bathe their
And
hands
graves have dawned and yielded up their dead.
And these did she apply for warnings and portents
Fierce
and
fiery
people's
waters
evidence.
fought upon the clouds,
And
and
on
lakes
her
and squadrons
knees,
and
I
right
beg that I will
before,
stay at home today.
which drizzled blood upon the Capitol. The noise of battle hurtled in the air.
This dream is all misinterpreted.
Horses did
It
neigh,
was a vision, fair and fortunate.
and dying men did groan,
Your statue spouting blood in many pipes,
and ghosts did shriek and squeal about the streets.
in which so many smiling Romans bathed, signifies that from you great Rome shall suck reviving blood, and that great men shall press for tinctures, stains, relics, and
Oh,
cognizance.
Caesar, these things are beyond all use,
This, by Calpurnia's dream, is signified.
and I do fear them.
Beware the Ides of March.
And this way have you well expounded it. How foolish do your fears seem now, Calpurnia. I am ashamed I did yield to them. Give me my robe, for I will go.
Double, double, toy and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. By the pricking of our thumbs, a wicked prophecy this way comes. Open locks, whoever knocks.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence.
There is one man who may detect the criminal. This is Tiresias. This is the holy prophet in whom alone of all men truth was born.
Seer, stoop student of mysteries, of all that is taught,
and all that no man tells, secrets of heaven and secrets of the earth.
Blind though you are, you know the city lies sick with the plague. And from this plague, my lord, we find that you alone can guard and save us.
The identity of those who murdered Laos. They must be killed or exiled, and then the plague will be gone.
Let me go home. Bear your own fate, and I'll bear mine. It is better, so trust what I say.
In God's name, we all beg you.
You're all ignorant. No, I will never tell you what I know. Now it is my misery, then it would be yours.
What? You do know something and you will not tell us?
You would betray us all and wreck the state?
What does it matter? Whether I speak or not, it is bound to come.
Then as it is bound to come, you are bound to tell me.
No, I will not go on.
I'll tell you what I think. You planned it. You had it done. You all but killed him with your own hands. If you had eyes, I'd say the crime was yours, and yours alone.
You yourself are the pollution of this country.
You dare say that?
It is the truth that sustains me.
Let me hear it again more clearly.
I say that you, Oedipus, are the murderer whom you seek. I say you live in hideous shame with those most dear to you. You cannot see the evil. You cannot see the wretchedness of your life, nor in whose house you live. No, nor with whom. The double lash of your parents' curse will whip you out of this land someday, with only night upon your precious eyes. Your cries then, well, will they not be heard? I tell you, no man that walks upon the earth shall be rooted out more horribly than you.
Am I to bear this from him? Damnation, take you out of this place, out of my sight.
I would not have come at all if you had not asked me.
Could I have been told that you talk nonsense? That you come here to make a fool of yourself and me?
A fool? Your parents thought me sane enough.
My parents again. Who were my parents?
This day will give you a father and break your heart.
You and your infantile riddles. Go, old man, and leave us in peace.
I will go when I have said what I have to say. How can you hurt me? And I tell you again, the man you have been looking for all this time, the damned man, the murderer of Laos, that man is in Thebes. To your mind, he is foreign-born, but it will soon be shown that he is a Theban, a revelation that will fail to please. A blind man who has his eyes now, a penniless man.
To them beyond God they prayed, and the sun flashed out its warnings in the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls.
Rich now, and you will go tapping the strange earth with his staff. To the children with whom he lives now, he will be brother and father, the very same. To her who bore him, son and husband, the very same. Who came to his father's bed, wet with his father's blood. Enough! Go and think on all that I have said. If later you find that I have erred in what I have said, you may then say that I have no skill in prophecy.
But my words like silent raindrops fell. Oh, echo in the realm of silence.
Double, double, toy and trouble, fire, burn and cauldron bubble, by the pricking of our thumbs, a wicked prophecy this way comes. Open locks, whoever knocks. A widow, a Mrs. Howard T. Casson, read the advertisement at 9:45.
The Midway will house a fortune teller.
Veiled in mystery.
Prophecies invariably true.
You are going to be disappointed.
Well, not if you tell me the truth. I particularly want to know how soon oil is going to be found in that 20 acres of ground in New Mexico.
Never.
Well, when shall I be married again?
3 futures.
I don't evaluate them.
I pay to. Read me my future.
Tomorrow will be like today.
The day after tomorrow will
Day
be like
after
day
tomorrow will be
before
like day
yesterday.
before yesterday.
I see your remaining
I
days,
see
each
your
as
remaining
quiet,
days.
as
Tedious
tedious collections
Tedious
of hours.
collections of hours.
You will not travel anywhere.
You will think no new thoughts.
You will experience no new
No
passions,
new passions.
Older you will
but
become.
not wiser,
Not wiser.
Stiffer.
but not more dignified. Childish you are,
And childless you shall remain.
of that suppleness you once commanded in your youth, of that strange simplicity which once attracted a few men to you, neither endures, nor shall you recapture any of them anymore.
People will talk to you and visit with you out of sentiment or pity, not because you have anything to offer them.
Now you dream of an oil well to be found on 20 acres of land you own in New Mexico. There is no oil there.
You dream of some tall, dark, handsome man to come wooing you. There is no man coming. Tall, dark, or otherwise.
And yet you will dream on in spite of all I tell you.
Dream on through your little
Dream
round
on,
hours.
little
Sewing and
roundabout.
rocking and
Sewing
gossiping
and
and
rocking
dreaming.
and gossiping and dreaming.
And the world spins and spins and spins. Children are born, grow up, accomplish, sicken, and die. You sit and rock and sew and gossip and live on.
When you die, you will be
You die,
buried.
and
you'll be
forgotten.
buried and
And that is all.
And that is all.
The morticians will enclose you in a worm-proof casket.
Thus sealing even into eternity the clay of your uselessness.
And for all the good or evil,
Creation or destruction that your living might have accomplished.
You might just as well never have lived at all.
Well, you certainly are the strangest fortune teller I ever visited.
She started to say more, but there was no longer anyone to talk to.
Apollonius had vanished.
When a fortune teller knows nothing in advance about a client, she is forced to give.
A cold reading.
A fortune applying to almost anyone, but sounding very personal.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire and burn and cauldron bubble, by the pricking of our thumbs, a wicked prophecy this way comes. Say nothing revealing,
You needn't tell anything about yourself.
or what you suppose you are,
Or word.
Or what you're going to be.
give away no secrets.
while you sit there, trusting nothing you hear, you will hear your fortune.
This is your lucky day.
But you don't know quite where to turn.
Your life is approaching a sudden climax.
But making up your mind has always been hard for you.
This lack of confidence has lost you chance after chance.
Too much of the strongest and most beautiful stays hidden in you, unused, neglected.
Your influential ease, your powers of persuasion, and that gift of inborn charm
Through no fault of your own.
are largely unknown to those around you.
And you deserve far better than that. Now someone is coming toward you, older, gray-haired, and dark-eyed, to tell you wonderful news.
But you won't listen.
Another person, shorter, fair-haired, pale-eyed, is lying to you.
Until you know that fact, your future is shattered.
You stay faithful in love, as long as your love is faithful.
But you feel dissatisfied, unfulfilled.
This nervousness is the pivot of your problems.
Here, at the turning point of your life, you must finally choose.
You are more sensitive and romantic now than you have ever been.
You need love and attention.
But in spite of all you say or do,
No matter what you wear or how you groom your body,
Your heart, your mind, and what you trust is your soul feels strangely empty.
You have someone only halfway into your life, half in strange dreams.
Will not tell you whether you're close to parting or coming closer together,
A would-be lover is waiting for you.
but may soon give up hope,
You gave in once to the conventional world.
Taking its orders.
obeying its rules.
But lately, because of your impulsive, heart-led nature,
You have begun to change.
And have suffered for it from the tongues of neighbors.
And friendly hypocrites.
But soon you'll learn to trust your own good judgment.
You will live long, be wealthy, and wiser.
you don't know how unusual you are.
If you could have the answer
To
say that we have no skill in prophecy. Double, double, toy and